from it all. It only takes a phone call.
Hello. Hello.
Let me show you a world of excitement. Let me take you away from it all. It only takes a phone call. Let me take you away from it all. Let me take you away from it all. Let me take you away from it all.
Hello. Hello.
Let me show you a world of excitement. Let me take you away from it all. It only takes a phone call. Let me take you away from it all. The possibilities are endless. Let me take you away from it all. Let me take you away from it all. It only takes a phone call.
Hello. Hello.
Let me show you a world of excitement. Let me take you away from it all. It only takes a phone call. Let me take you away from it all. Let me take you away from it all. Let me take you away from it all. It only takes a phone call.
Hello. Hello.
Let me show you a world of excitement. Let me take you away from it all. It only takes a phone call. Let me take you away from it all. Let me take you away from it all. Let me take you away from it all. It only takes a phone call.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Let me show you a world of excitement. Let me take you away from it all. It only takes a phone call.
Welcome back, everyone, to Calls with the Wizard. Okay, first and foremost, I want to acknowledge someone that is a faithful watcher of the Tony Vision channel. They watch, if it's not Roadium Radio, if it's not Freaky Tales, if it's not Calls with the Wizard, Dancing with the Wizard, Spooning with the Wizard. I'm just playing around. I want to give a shout out once again to Alex Gonzalez, El Troquero. Alex Gonzalez, El Troquero. So once again, much love, much respect. Thank you for always tuning in. I'm told that he gets home from work and he watches Roadium Radio. So I salute you, my friend. So muchas gracias. Other than that, if you guys have not caught up with DJ Yella, Lily Flor, if you guys have not caught up with Afro, you guys have not caught up with News and Norbies. What else, Norbies? What else? Anybody we missing? American Cholo. Okay, so make sure you guys tap in and check those out. But, I just said Afro. See, that you're not listening, okay? That's one strike. Two more, ya estuvo. Okay, so other than that, we're just going to go ahead and jump right into it with my guest. We're not going to waste any more time. And he is the one and only Commitment Soldier. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing solid, my boy. Thanks for having me on here.
Yeah, you know what? First and foremost, I do want to say this. The last time, because some guy thought that this was your first time coming on, your first time was February 2nd, 2022.
Yes.
It's February 2nd, 2022. So it's about time that you came back. It's been a year already.
Absolutely.
So I'm glad that you're back. So let me go ahead and fix my screen, put this over here, and we'll get to the phone calls in a little bit. But first and foremost, man, I want to tell you I want to ask you, how have you been, man? Because like I said, it's been a year. A lot's been going on. The last time I actually saw you, you were at the I'm gonna say it with the CALI Mac meeting. Remember with Gil, American Cholo, Boo Boo, and everybody was there. I think that was the last time I actually seen you in person.
Yeah, and I actually was there to, when I say support, show up. Yeah. Me being involved in any of this, that honestly was, I wanted to see what that looked like. I wanted to see, I'd seen the build up to CALI Mac. Yeah. And I was curious. So when I'm curious and I see something and it takes me to the point of like, I wonder how that's going to be, go check it out. Go support, go shake hands, go see who shows up, see what it's about, and get your own eyes on it. Yeah. So that's what I did, and hey. Yeah. Good thing. It's a good thing that to see you over there. A lot of people were there. Bozo was there. I mean, there was a bunch of other people there. But I was talking to Gil because I had Gil here and I had Boo Boo here, and they want to do it again. And I said, that I'm open for it. I was going to speak. Norbert said he's going to speak. He's been practicing his speech with me, so he's doing pretty good so far. So he's going to be doing that. Hopefully, you get to go again. At the end of the day, if we all of us can, get out there and push that solid narrative, you know what I mean? Absolutely. And because it's everybody has an agenda, everybody has their own version. Let's use version, right? Okay. A version of what unity together means, support means, all those words, right? Right. That make a difference, But there's different versions of that. Everybody has a different interpretation from each of us. So I think, honestly, like we all get out there, we push our version of what it is, and then we mash that shit together, maturely see what that really is and work out the kinks. Yeah. And then we push forward. Absolutely. You know what? Now, you don't live close to here. So I want to ask you, and I'm not trying to give away your address, but how was the drive coming over here? Did the alley traffic hit you? Yeah, I had pocket. Well, I don't care. I live in Valencia. Okay. No. I'm one of these. I'm proud. Like at the end of the day, am I like, woohoo, I live in Valencia? No. But was I able to move my family from being where I've been to what it was to get them to? One of the main things was my mother lived out there, and my oldest daughter lived with her mother out there. Yeah. So taking me, my wife, and my two younger kids getting out there completed the puzzle of family, which is most important. And then it just made the dynamic work even more. And then altogether, I'd be the first one to say that the quality of living, the house, the neighborhood, and the schooling for my younger ones, it's worth it. Oh, okay. So, it's one of those where... Well, it's a blessing. It is, very much so. Yeah, okay. Like I was just telling you a minute ago, if I got just the way I was, if I got clean 4 months ago, and all I did was get clean and get a $10 an hour job, everybody around me would be clapping and taking a big deep breath and going, thank God, and he's good.
Yeah, yeah.
That's just not what happened, that we didn't just stay there.
Yeah. You said 5 years, 4 months. Obviously you got that down to a T. Like, how long you've been clean. For a person who has recovered from all that, why is it important, and I'm asking because I don't know, but why is it important to remember that, how long it has been? Is that somewhat of a testimony within itself that you can share with others?
It's keeping you're keeping your recovery accountability to your time. It's a milestones. Every year is a milestone.
Okay.
The first year, the milestones is the most important milestone to anybody out there struggling and wrapped up in full-fledged addiction. The biggest milestone is day one. Let's not sleep on day one. Day one is the most challenging, hardest day.
Okay.
That's when you've made that decision. All right. And then you get to your 30 days. That's 30 days. Think about it. And it's different for everybody. You're talking about people that just got heavy on the sauce. Let's just call it heavy on the sauce for a year and their life got out of control, opposed to the dude that was 3 years, 7 years, 10 years, 20 years, 25 years.
Right.
Okay. So the depths of all that goes deeper, deeper, and deeper, right? The thing that's in common there, right, Tony, is their life got out of control. They could not manage their life.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's how they got to a certain point. Okay, so the milestone, so boom, you get 30 days. 30, man, you've been doing it for X, Y, Z long. 30 days, you haven't done that. Good on you. Right. 60 days, 90 days, 6 months, 1 year, 18 months, 2 years, 3 years, 4, every year after that. And it's a reminder. Yeah, it's a reminder. It's a pat on the back. Go figure. It's like one of these things that I say. Like, how do we get so much recognition, and how can we get such big attaboys,
right,
for something that we should have been doing all along?
Yeah, yeah.
But come on, let's not take away from the new choice, the new way of living for somebody that has struggled for so long. It was so wired a certain way,
right?
Okay.
Now let me ask you this: do you ever get people that see you on the streets and we're like, man, you know what? That's a beautiful testimony you have. You're always encouraging us on social media. Because, like, for an example, Feed Me Fridays, okay? For people that are possibly for the first time tuning in and listening to Commitment Soldier for the first time, can you kind of explain what Feed Me Fridays is?
Feed Me Friday is just a lift. Okay, Commitment Soldier, lift up, don't break down. Okay, commitment to your new way of living, commitment to any of your commitments, soldier, discipline and structure to the commitment soldier. Feed Me Fridays, people do these little motivation Mondays. I do this funny pterodactyl thankful Thursdays. I do Feed Me Fridays. Feed Me Friday one day, I don't even know I don't have that down to a science or a key, but like a couple years ago, I just one day said, I'm going to do a Feed Me Friday. I came out, boom, Feed Me Friday, ladies and gentlemen. And then I just say, everything I've done is straight from the neck, straight out of my heart. To this day, guys, I've never rehearsed something, wrote something down, nothing. I speak from the heart. Whatever God gives me at that given moment, I just go off and I just spew whatever's on my mind out of my heart.
Right.
And I made up these I started doing these Feed Me Fridays, just randomly. And I did it again. And after like 2 or 3, I started getting DMs and messages like, I can't wait for your Feed Me Friday. Yeah. I can't wait. Dude, I'm waiting. Hey, when you, it was probably like on my 4th Feed Me Friday and it's 6 o'clock and I get messages. Hey, when are you going to drop your Feed Me Friday? So that's like I guess we get a following base, a fan base, a core group of people that follow us and shit. They'll tell you. They'll start to tell you like, hey, what's up? And then that's when you know you got something. And then I feel like when my people is like, I got to give them what they want.
Yeah.
Because all I ever do is just say uplifting, good little bouts of goodness, wisdom, righteousness, share from the heart. That's all I ever fucking do.
Right. There's a passage that I read years ago, and it says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So what's in here, the mouth's going to speak. Okay, so when I noticed that a lot of your videos, you do a lot of encouragement, okay, a lot of motivation for people. It's been put in your heart there for a reason, okay? What do you think, or who do you think put it there?
It's a mixture. It's a definite mixture of what happens to an individual like me, right? That finally lets go of the drugs and the alcohol and gets rid of all the bondage of addiction. Mm-hmm. And I get to lighten and soften my heart.
Yes.
And get to what my heart really is. And then it's a mixture of maturity, because maturity has hit me in waves in these last 5 years. Because think about it, you're fucking loaded. You're doing all these immature shit. You're acting immature. You're fucking immature. You get clean. You're not doing all these. You're not using, but you're also not doing all these actions that comes with using.
Oh, okay.
So you start reevaluating everything. And you start maturing, and you start rewiring your life, and you start putting a different measure on everything. Right.
Okay.
Your value system. You switch it all.
Right.
And you start maturing. You start growing up. You start developing into that man you should have been.
Okay.
And then it's a mixture of your faith, your maturity,
yeah,
your new way you're evolving.
Yeah.
Because you think about when you do a 180 in life, you're rocking this way so long. All you did was turn around. You got to acclimate and figure out what this is now. What lights your fire, what gets you out of bed, what you like to do. You know, what is it for you? It's a whole new way of living. For me, I've always had a mouth on me.
Okay.
So I've always talked. I've always influenced people, even in my negative days, but it was all negative bullshit how I'd influence you.
Yeah, yeah.
But now I'm an influencer no matter what. I've always have been.
Yeah.
But now it's on a different level. It's in a different direction. So now I just open my mouth and I influence us to do better shit. You know, create better stuff.
So you were sharing with us that it's been 5 years, 4 months. Now, if I may ask, without getting too deep into it, because I'd rather shine light on the positive than the negative, but for people that, once again, who are barely listening to the commitment soldier and who he is as of right now, how long were you mixed up in that lifestyle before you were set free?
About 24 on the low to 26 years. Yeah, I'll say about 25 years.
Okay.
You know, wow. I started real young. I've said it on other podcasts. I've touched on it. You know, I started real young. You know, I started off, you know, it was funny in my family. It was like, give little Frankie, you know, 8 years old, a sip of the beer. You know, 10 years old, smoke a joint with your tios, you know what I mean?
Wow.
At a handball court. By 12, it was, you know, you're smoking weed now on a regular. You're trying crack cocaine for the first time. You're smoking angel dust for the first time by like 12, 13.
Wow. By
14, you're fully doing the do. I remember like I can go back as far as remembering when a King Cobra 40 was $1.28.
Yeah. Yeah, I had the I think the orange sticker or some sticker on it.
Yeah, like that's you know, so I remember when a 40, when one King Cobra 40 would send me to outer space.
Yeah.
You know, but you start building the tolerance, you start, you know, by 15 now you've done everything under the sun. You've dropped acid, you've smoked more, like lots of bud, you've smoked P-Dogs, you've smoked angel dust, you've done cocaine, you smoked crack, and you've done lines, and by 15 it was just, you knew you liked to get intoxicated, you knew you liked to check out, and then just the way everybody partied around, you know, the guys I had around me, it was always like, it was just partying. It was
you know, any overdose experiences?
I've come close to overdosing. It's funny. I think at one point of our using, we ran into, me and the people I was living with, it was a lot of meth at that house.
Yeah.
And we ran into a book, and it was a doctor book. Like, it had everything to do with medical stuff. And in that book, it said about, it had a part about overdosing and what you do. So I swear to you, I think that's how fucked up we were. We try to, because of that book, we'd push ourselves to the limits. Oh. And I remember one time I did a lot more than I usually do. and I overamped, I overheated, and it was almost like a game at the time. It was, oh, grab the book, grab the book.
Wow.
Put them in the bathtub, fucking ice cubes, and we gotta cool them off. You know what I mean? And I don't think we ever looked at anything normal.
Right.
It's sad, but you really think the games we were playing out there weren't funny at all, but we thought it was all a game.
What is one of the biggest differences now? And I only ask because I've never got involved with drugs. I think I might have smoked a half a joint my entire life. Maybe a couple of puffs of a cigarette. Right. Maybe, okay. What would you say is the difference now from that lifestyle to being sober? Like, what is one thing that you see now that you're like, wow, I didn't have this then, or I could have had it?
The best thing I can tell anybody about being clean is being able to truly be you, know you, and feel everything. Get to see where your heart lays, where your mind lays, where your thought lays. You're able to see everything clearly. Nothing's distorted.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You're sharper than ever. You're stronger than ever. You can handle things way better. You get to manage your life as a whole a lot more clearer and structured.
Yeah.
You're not distorted. When you're doing all that other shit, you're distorted to different levels. Your priorities are off. You don't get to sink in your teeth or your legs to foundation. You're all over the fucking place. You're a mess. There is no structure. You're fucking off. You're saturated. You're distorted. You're very much distorted. And big thing about that is I was just existing.
Okay.
I wasn't living.
Wow.
Yeah. That's the reality of that.
Wow.
That's one of the things I tell individuals, when I get to a certain part of a conversation, I go, hey, brother, but at the end of the day, look at it this way. Right now, you're just existing, bro. It's time for you to give yourself a chance to live.
Yeah.
Because on this side, it's like I'm never going to sit there and promise everybody it's going to be rainbows and blowjobs. All right? And I'm not going to promise you that the grass is completely greener. Right? I'm not going to paint you this beautiful fucking God coming down, placing his hand upon you, and the clouds parting, and big green grass and rainbows and daisies and fucking beauty on this side. No, you got to get to that. That is on this side, but you got to build to get to that part.
Right.
And it may not come. It's up to you how long it takes you to get to that. But you come to the other side, you'll start being able to manage your life. You'll be able to, like, one of the biggest things I could tell people is you'll not have to worry about a lot of things right away. Because when you put down the pipe, you put down the drugs, you put down the alcohol, there's a lot of actions that you're going to stop doing. You're going to stop lying right away. Oh. You don't have to lie. You don't have to bullshit. You don't have to worry about what you said 20 minutes ago. You can mean what you say.
Wow.
And think about it in a man world, right? Me and you, right? Knowing what we know about being a man. You know how important being honest is.
Of course.
Just in a regular life.
Yes.
So think about, you're trying to teach these people that never knew any of this, you're teaching them values. You see what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Like, at the end of the day, it's like what I've created with Commitment Soldier, how I help people and how people come to me through my DM or my email, and how they reach out to me, and then they have those, and then I make myself available, and how I lend a hand, lend an ear, guide them as much as I can. And it's all different with everybody. It's those that continuously come my way, why I continue to do this as much. Because if me knowing that I'm helping people, I'm putting myself out there, I'm assisting people, and it's working. It's working. That's what motivates me more and more to keep this mission, this of being available for everybody. Because there's times where life gets so, you fill up your plate with getting to whatever success is, right?
Yeah.
The business, the family, my own recovery, my own marriage, my page, my brand. it gets a lot. It becomes a lot on a plate.
Yeah.
You know, but we don't stop. Tony, you know that. We keep swinging.
Yeah, absolutely.
We keep swinging. That's what we swing until we can't swing anymore.
Yeah.
We try to figure out what the next step is, and that's not even the doors that God opens. You know those things that where you're working on this, you're working on that, you're creating this, but then all of a sudden God will swing a door open.
Yes. It's true.
You know, and it's because we constantly keep working, right?
Yeah.
We keep networking. We keep making those phone calls. We keep building those relationships over here.
Yes.
Something might not happen. We forgot about it. We put in the work, but it's not till months later that door swings open.
No, you're right.
So we're working on all this and that, and all of a sudden, and that's a lot. But then God swings the door open. Sometimes 2 doors open.
Yeah.
And then you're like, shit.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. You know what? A lot of people, since I brought you here the first time, you know, let me compare it to a rapper. I'll bring on a rapper and I'll get mixed emotions. People will send me DMs, emails, or comments. Great, and then not so great. Great, not so great. I've never gotten anything negative on you, which is a good thing because I believe that you've been an inspiration. I believe you've been a motivator and you've blessed people, even just with your words. Words are powerful, you know, and I believe you use your words wisely to bless and encourage and once again and motivate everybody in the right direction. You know, I like to tell people, I am a voice, but I'm not the only voice. Mm-hmm. And all I want to do is just point the way.
Right.
You know, and that's it. And I believe that's something that you yourself are doing. You know, but I do want to ask one thing before I change the subject. Mm-hmm. Usually when people leave a certain lifestyle, there is some type of residue left over. Give you a perfect example. I have a friend that's a recovering alcoholic. Okay. He said it took him a long time that even after he was sober, he still had the mannerisms of that he was still drunk.
Right.
He would still talk almost like he was slurring when he was drunk. And he said, it just took me a long time to get rid of that because I've been so drunk for so long. Was there anything like that left over for you that it took you a while to kind of shake it off or to outgrow that?
No, I'm still in it.
Okay.
All or nothing.
Okay.
Back in my heydays, it was an all or nothing thing, right? I learned about myself, the way I wired myself, how I became whoever I was back then. I've always been an all or nothing guy. Like I'm either going to go all the way with it, right? I'm go all the way, extreme all the way, or nothing at all. There's no in between. Same right now. I'm just barely learning how to stay in even killed ground, and it's new to me, and I have to learn this. That's part of maturing because I like to go, oh, we're gonna make a shirt. Fucking gotta make the best shirt, that shirt. We gotta market it here. We gotta put it out there. It has to have a lot of meaning for a fucking shirt. I gotta go on stage. I gotta get the microphone. I gotta light it up. I gotta do. What message am I? You know, all the way. Wow. Or I don't like that one. I don't want to really go there. I ain't gonna. The message I'm gonna put out there ain't gonna hit nobody. So fuck all that. It's not gonna waste my time. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. We got to be a little more selective. Yeah. You know, so I'm just learning right now how to learn what that middle ground is. Okay. Because everything doesn't have to be fucking extreme. And then I learned too. It's like when you're up in, I gotta catch myself when I'm being fucking self-centered. Okay. When I'm being self-centered and selfish. There's a very, very fine line between being selfish for the right reason, for a healthy reason, opposed to you cross over the line and you're actually being selfish for the wrong reason, and that's where it becomes not healthy, not good. Yeah. You know what? Let's change the channel up here a little bit. First and foremost, let me say this, that I'm thankful. I'm thankful that I have you across from me, sharing your testimony, how you've been, I'm going to use these words, delivered from that lifestyle. Yeah. Okay. So that you're on a great path. It's awesome. You know, God bless you and your family. Yes. Continue to bless and encourage and motivate others in the right direction. Last time we were here, we actually brought something up about, because you're very close to the whole Fools Gone Wild movement.
Okay. And eventually we'll get to your merch. Okay.
Yeah.
That comes out on Friday, you guys. And now we talked about the whole, is Fools Gone Wild. What is it? Mr. Little E? Is that it?
Little Mystery.
Little Mr. E. If it was Raza, we're not even going to talk about that. We've already covered that. Okay. Now, and again, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I do want to bring this up because I want to know if you talked to him and what was his response when the whole Tiger thing came out. Everybody was pressing up on him to say something about the video. Are you going to say something? Are you the guy with the biggest platform? Are you going to address this? Are you, did you at all talk to him during that time? And what was his response to the heat that he was getting?
No, I think no, because I don't really have much to touch or say about that because I don't think we weren't talking. I was building what I was building. I was doing my own little, figuring out my own little brand, figuring out my move, because I was moving and all that, and just trying to hold down my own, family. And at the end of the day, when life and family and all that comes up, everything else gets, my brand, Commitment Soldier gets, I do very minimum on that, so it's just enough. So I remember when all that came down, and there was a whole lot of shit going on around there.
Yes, there was.
There was a lot of movement through everything.
Yeah.
So no, to answer to your question, we didn't really touch on that much.
Okay, so that wasn't even a topic between you guys.
No, because at the end of the day, it was nothing that came up.
Okay. The reason why I bring that up is because I saw the heat that they were going on his page. You better say something. You got to speak up. You got the biggest page out there, etc. Okay. I will say this about our people. When I say that la gente Latina, la gente Mexicana, or people, if you're Salvadorian, Guatemalan, or whatnot, Raza was pretty much coming at him. Say something, say something, say something. Now, I will say this. If you have a platform and maybe something as big as him, maybe something like this, maybe something like Hoodstocks, maybe something like American Cholo, they wanted us to speak. They wanted us to say something, okay?
Right.
And we all were saying, certain things. But I think he was getting a lot of heat because he wasn't saying, or speaking on it or whatnot. So that was my question. Did you ever talk to him about it? And obviously your answer was no. So the good thing is that thing died down. Last time Gil was here, we actually talked about it. How Part 106, how that meeting went good, but then he took down the interview or whatnot.
Okay, hold on. Let me dive in on this a little bit though.
Okay, go for it.
All right. And see, again, just my own personal. I guess this would be my personal. What my head is telling me right now.
Yes.
I wouldn't want to see. Okay, something happens.
Yes.
People start going after whoever about, hey, Raza, you're holding the title, you're holding the platform. Do something. Okay, one, how quick are they coming at an individual? What are they saying? And you know damn well as I do, right? Let's pull it back. Homie, at the end of the day, it's how somebody came at you.
Yeah.
Back in the day, today, me, let's use me to you. It's the way I come at you. If I called you and said, hey, Tony, hey, real quick, Commitment Soldier, something's going on, this, that, and the other. This is what it is. I'd appreciate it if you, say something about it, yada, 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 woo, woo. That's what it is. Boom. Could you, opposed to me going, hey, Tony, hey, homie, you're my boy, right? This is going on. Fucking do something. Hey, you got a fucking podcast. Homie, do it. Speak your voice. If I came at you sideways, I came at you a certain way, you're going to shut me the fuck down.
Exactly.
I'm going to turn you off.
Yeah. I always tell everybody, approach is everything. Approach is, I had people that tell me, what does that mean? Look, there are certain things that I live by. Approach is everything, how you approach me. I've had people that have said, hey, brother, you know what? Where can I submit my music? I would love to be on your show. Fine. I give them my info. Then there's people, hey, fool, let's get one in, homie. That shit burns me the fuck up. You know what? I'm good with you already. If you cannot approach someone with respect, don't expect to get respect back, bro. You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. Okay, that's another one of mine. So approach is everything. You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. And third, you go as far as your attitude.
Right.
If you're a fucking asshole, guess what? Nobody's going to want to fuck with you.
That's it.
Period. Okay?
That's it.
So I understood when people were attacking them and say something. We could only do our part. You know, you have a voice.
I mean, like, since we're on the subject, like, let's go back a little bit then, right?
Yeah.
See, this is just straight off the top things. Like, how much blowback was happening prior to this?
Yeah.
So then what? All of a sudden it died down, and now we're gonna, I don't know, people are gonna go, hey, fucking fool, you got the fucking biggest platform. Hey, this is going on. Come on, say something. Don't get it twisted. You know, I right away, but they start jabbing right away.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it goes real quick to maybe a semi-proper hey, to real quick it turns into a, you got the biggest platform, say something, starts going after, like you said, going after them.
Yeah. Did anybody approach you with the same thing?
Everybody knows at this point. I've said it out loud. I say it again, bro. Like, at the end of the day, I'm first fool unlocked. I'm commitment soldier derived from Fools Gone Wild.
Yeah.
Okay. I am a part of Fools Gone Wild. I'm in the camp. Okay, but I have no power of authority.
Right.
Zero. I have a personal, solid relationship with Little Mystery. That's my boy. That's my friend. I have his back in the sense of that's my friend. If anybody's my friend, I got you.
Yeah, you've known him for a long time.
I've known him since the beginning.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's where. See, know this though. Even if you were the person, which he is, that helped me get into this, and it just happened, and I created Commitment Soldier because of it, right? At a certain point, if him and the brand Fools Gone Wild was going south or doing something that I completely didn't agree on or was totally foul, I would disassociate. To this day, I'm one that could utilize Fools Gone Wild way more than I ever have. I've never really have. I've stood proper and true to being a part of it, being who I am to it, utilizing it properly, not overstepping nothing either way. When I say either way, means I haven't overstepped my relationship with him, with the brand, and I haven't overstepped it outside, like you like burning the brand out or doing shit or building up Commitment Soldier because of Fools Gone Wild.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
When I built Commitment Soldier, everybody knew it came off of a Frank Hernandez Friday. It was one of my Frank Hernandez Friday segments. Hey guys, real quick, Frank Hernandez, Fools Gone Wild. I just started this page, Commitment Soldier. If you want to know how I live now, how I learn how to live now, how I live now, come follow me at Commitment Soldier. I just started my page. 4 days later, I had 10,000 followers.
That's awesome.
Okay, so, and then when I did that, I just built it to what it is. I started checking in. I started, no shit, I got to make content. I started learning how to get in front of my phone and say good shit, check in, lift people up, spit wisdom, yada, yada, yada. It evolved. But that's Commitment Soldier, derived from Fools Gone Wild.
Yeah.
But think about it. Commitment Soldier, what it is, it had no place to put. You know, I never put Fools Gone Wild on like a part of Commitment Soldier because Fools Gone Wild is Fools Gone Wild.
Yes, yes.
Commitment Soldier is commitment. They don't completely go together all the time. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
A collab right now with we touch on the collab real quick, just to touch.
Go for it.
A collab right now on that platform to send a message from Commitment Soldier to hit the gym, not the pipa. You know, if that's where Commitment Soldier and Fools Gone Wild collab, and it makes sense because it's funny. It has a little. It's Foolville.
Yes.
But then it sends a message, a solid message. Commitment Soldier. You know, and everybody knows, and it's no secret. If everybody fucking knows that Frank Hernandez, Commitment Soldier, was hooked on meth for 20 fucking years. But what he's done is he's shown everybody how he is now, how he lives now, where he's at now, sets example now. makes himself available now, and I share with the fucking world what it is for this meth head that got clean and what I'm doing.
Yes.
I'm giving hope to tons and tons and tons of people. I'm giving availability to tons and tons of people that are struggling. And fuck, I say things that they relate. People know.
Yes.
People know, oh my God, dude, he has done shit. He was living that way. He was fucked up. He was a Skante warrior.
Yeah.
But check this Skante out. It's Skante warrior out now. Check me out.
Yeah.
Take a look at me. We fucking making things happen. I'm building fucking, I can go out there, I can build relationships. Like you, you've only known me for so long.
Yes.
But I can honestly say you respect me, you dig me. Yeah, bro. I build that bond with you.
Yes, sir.
I make that connection with you.
Yes.
And that's how we're able to do these things. But that's what I do with everybody. I'm there to lift people up. I'm there to share hope, experience, and strength with people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Share testimony after testimony, check-in after check-in. I want to see everybody fucking win because, like, think about it. Why wouldn't this individual want to see everybody win when I was losing for so long and I learned how to win?
That's a beautiful story, man. When you go out in public or when you go to the market or whatnot, do you ever get recognized?
I get recognized everywhere. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah. It is amazing.
And the way I get recognized, it's commitment soldier. Bro, dude, what you do. Bro, it's a lot of different, it's all positive shit.
Yeah.
And it, fuck, it just reminds me what I'm doing works. It's working. I'm out there.
Yeah.
You know, it's been amazing on some of the things I've heard. Like, I've had people DM me and go, bro, you say, hey, this is such and such. Remember me? I haven't talked to you for a year and a half, but hey, I'm still clean. And I just want to let you know, thank you. And da-da-da-da-da. And you saved my life. And real quick, just like when they hit me up the first time, hey, I'm struggling. I'm down and out. I video call them. So he sends me, they'll send me this one. I'll video call him. Hey, proud of you. Good thing. But hey, real quick, I want to let you know one thing. I want to correct something. I did not save your life. I don't save nobody's life. I was there for you in a time of need. I shared, I listened, I guided you. I said something to you that resonated. 8 other stars above in the world aligned, because that's what has to happen. And you saved your life one day at a time for the last year and a half. You took suggestion. You got into action. You continue to do what was right.
Yes. You
saved your life, brother. I was just there when you needed me.
Yeah. Well, but that's a blessing to have somebody there. It's a blessing. Like I'll give you an example. We started at the beginning of the year. And I told everybody, okay, everybody stop drinking. I'm going to stop drinking for at least a good 3 months. I said, and then I'm going to go heavy in the gym. And I said, on March 28th, on my birthday, I think if it falls on a podcast day, I'm going to lift up my shirt. I'm going to show my 6-pack. I said, but I'm going to show everybody that we can do it. I'm about to be 55, so I'm happy, okay? If I can do it, you can do it. And I've had people, Tony, I'm still with it. Tone, I'm still with it. So if I can be a motivation, if I can be a blessing like that to better yourself, then I want to do that. Now, I'm going to ask you a question, Frank. When it's all said and done and you hang up your cleats and it's time to check out.
Okay.
How do you want Frank Hernandez remembered?
Simply, I just want the ones that do know me. I want them all just to go, that was a good dude. Simply, that was a good dude. That was a righteous dude. They don't have to say more than that.
Okay.
They just have a good opinion. They say something. They say something genuine and meaningful, and they have a good opinion about me. And that's good enough for me. I go out there, I build this commitment soldier army, homeboy. That's what I'm doing.
Awesome.
I'm building like-minded people out there that believe in commitment soldier, the cause, the mission, and I keep gathering people, and that's what I do a lot of times. I even, I go like this. Tony, let me ask you. Just knowing what commitment soldier is, right?
Yes, sir.
Are you a commitment soldier?
From what you're telling me, yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. See, so it doesn't matter when I say I'm building this army. It's everybody. You don't have to barbecue with me. We don't have to do podcasts every other fucking week. You have to call me for breakfast. You ain't gotta. No, that's not what it means to be part of the army or be a commitment soldier.
If somebody were to ask right now, I want to be a part of this. Can you break down a commitment soldier? Why would I be a commitment soldier?
Because you understand what commitment soldier is about, the way of living, what a commitment soldier does, which is lift up, don't break down, continue to grow, keep working on self, keep having self growth, keep knowing that commitment to your goals, to your life, whatever it may be.
Yes.
You're staying true to that commitment, and then you're with the soldier. You know, you're having that structure. You're having that in you're implementing that structure and that discipline in your life to that commitment. And you're just being a good person. That's all it really is. Like, hey, if I just challenge everybody, hey, can you just be the best version of Tony A?
Yeah. Can
I just challenge you to do that? And in return, I promise to keep being the best fucking commitment soldier, Frank Hernandez.
Right. Can it also be said in this way? Be a blessing to others.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, because we can't get it. We'll just touch on faith real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
We can't bounce along. We can't bounce the fence with faith. Oh, hey, everything's going great. Everything's good. Thank God. Hey, you know, all that. And then you can't be that dude that goes to church in his holy roller on Sunday, and then here goes Monday freaking out on fucking people, road raging and fucking, you know, fucking
motherfucker.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I know. Yes.
No, it's just like us. Like, you gotta understand, I feel like we've all made it to where we're at. That's how I have to look at shit.
Right.
We've all made it to where we're at to send a message, do the right thing, set example, create bigger and better things for all of us, all our platforms and the relationships. And we all have a role.
Yes.
Like, we all know that you're the podcast guy. You're the motherfucker that has been in the industry, the music industry.
Yes.
You combine the two, boom. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So you do that. Frank, he spits wisdom. He supports.
Yes.
He uplifts. Boom. And so on and so on and so on and so on. But once we build these, that's what I'm looking at too, is like we build these platforms, we build these brands to be seen, to be heard, to be looked at, to be valued, right?
Yes.
So then the minute that happens, we have a responsibility. And it all depends on what our mission is and what our brand is for, or what our mission is, or what it is that we're doing. See, because like you want to turn it, you want bigger badass views, you want bigger numbers because you're in the podcast world. If you wanted to keep bringing drama and bullshit to the table and and entertain all that and give everybody what the fuck they want,
a Jerry Springer show.
Ooh, yeah. Go ahead, bring a bunch of nonsense and bullshit to your fucking podcast and blow up your numbers.
Yeah. I believe me, I've stayed away from all that. I'll let everybody else do the Maury Povich and Jerry Springer numbers. I'm good with that.
The ongoing joke I have with all the fellas, you know, that I got people around me that want to blow up pretty bad, you know, and I see it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Dick, just look, either way, look, you either let me shit on your chest and record it, or you can shit on my chest. We'll blow up. We'll go viral. You know what I'm saying? I got a morbid sense of humor. Like, no, bro, if we get on a fucking clowning fucking...
No, exactly.
We can go nuts with this shit.
Yeah.
So, you know, I say but that's one of the fucking jokes I make. Hey, Dick, let me shit on your chest, bro. We're recording. You'll blow up. Boom. You know what I mean? It's like, what are fucking people willing to do to go viral? That's a whole podcast in itself.
Within itself, bro. Honestly, there's a lot of people that really want to bring bullshit to a podcast so they could say, I'm fucking blowing up, homie. Boom. But now let me say this, Frank. Those numbers, I'm going to be real with you, are temporary. They're temporary.
Yeah.
You will get them right now, but guess what? Now you're going to have another guy shitting on your back on a different podcast. Right. They're going to take your viewers, and then after that, you're going to have somebody pissing on your face. And then that's another podcast. Your podcast is dying. Now you think you got to do something bigger.
No, that's why, look at on my Instagram numbers, it's how I've gotten, you know, I've slowly just gained my numbers. But what I could say about number of followers, they get there and they stay there. It's been like a slow 18,000, 19,000, 20, but they stay there.
Yeah.
They're true people that believe in Commitment Soldier and my content and what it is. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
That's why you don't ever see me. People tell me, hey, bro, you're going to do something wild. When are you going to do something different? When are you going to do something, whatever. And I'm like,
well, what do you think they mean by different?
I don't fucking know, but I could give a fuck, bro. Like, at the end of the day, I had somebody a while back, he said, you've been kind of quiet. And it was around when I was moving. You've been kind of like quiet and like minimal.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, what are you doing? Like,
right.
What? And I was like, hey, don't take this disrespectfully, right? But let me, first and foremost, it's none of your fucking business. All right? And second of all, you don't know how this works. You don't know how many people, I will never, what I do with Commitment Soldier and how I help people, you're never going to see me post my results. And what would results be in Commitment Soldier's world? Oh, I helped Johnny get off of crack. I helped fucking Pablo get off of meth. I'm never going to tell nobody that. Anything and however I help people, that's my fucking business with them. That's my personal, there's an anonymity to that. There's a trust in that.
I'm glad you're saying that. I'm glad you're sharing that. Look, man, I've had friends that record themselves giving a homeless man $20. Now, if that's what he wants to do, then that's what he's doing, okay? But with me, I would rather do it in secret and have nobody know about it. I'm one of those, look, I believe in God, whether people believe in him or not. I'm going to speak for myself, okay? And I'm going to speak very boldly about it. I'm not looking for, how would you say, to get repaid in this life. One thing, if I bless one individual, if I encourage, if I motivate, if I uplift him up and he becomes a better person or whatnot, I'll let God repay me. I'll let God repay me. I'm not going to be doing that for social media.
Right.
And there's a lot of people that do it for social media. Now, I want to be fair. I'm not saying everyone is doing it for social media. But there are some people that want those numbers. They want that popularity. Social media has fucked things up so bad. I mean, it fucked things up more than crack did in the 80s.
Well, let me remind them then, I'm way more fucking, guys, look at my numbers on Instagram, right? I have no YouTube channel. And ultimately for being, let's say big, like, cause I'm not big, bro. I'm 27,000 followers, which ain't really shit, right? But if you knew, and when I go out there and like you say, people recognize you, people see you, my popularity out there, if we want to call it popular versus my numbers, it's way bigger out there.
Yes, I believe that.
And and that's what I'm saying. It's for me, I just know keeping everything streamlined, mature. Streamlined, cookie cutter, fucking mature, like we're supposed to be. That man level. You and me. What we've learned, being fathers.
Right.
What we've learned in this life, from our walk to where we're at now. Basics and fundamentals.
Yeah.
Being a mature dude, doing the right and wrong things, rolling right? Being a good father, being a good husband, being a good friend, doing your podcast, keeping the good narrative, building my brand, just being a solid individual.
Yes.
That's it.
We got to be real in this all fake era.
We got to be genuine. See, yes. We got to be genuine. Change the wording, like, because a while back I changed that. Keep it 100. Keep it real to keep it genuine. Then,
yeah.
Keep it. Can you be genuine?
Yeah.
And what's fucked up in this world is like, we can sit here and we can say the words, right? But only when we're by ourselves and we do a assessment of us. Because only me can do a real, true, deep assessment of who we really are.
Yes.
And that's where we get really real. That's where we get really honest.
Right.
You know, that's where we do that man check on ourselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are you doing the right thing? Are you doing it properly? Are you sending that right message? Are you acting right? Are you really doing that?
Yeah. You know, I want to ask you, because you said that when you've gone out, you've been recognized a lot and it's been a lot of love. Have you ever met a hater in person?
No. No. I mean, the way I can say on that is because it's like I'm fortunate to I don't have a troll. You know how we all got that one troll?
Oh, fuck yeah.
I don't have a troll.
I have one. One. And this person makes up for 100 because of all their fake pages and all that shit. But that's a different story. Go ahead.
I don't have a troll. I don't have a hater. I don't have it. I haven't seen anybody come up to me, and say something negative. No. Call it by the grace of God. I think it's just, let's take a look at it. Like ever since I started Commitment Soldier, yes. I've only said good stuff. I've only said nice stuff. I've only checked in. I've only said uplifting stuff. Let's take a look at that.
Yeah.
What would it look like if an individual came at me? Let's just play that around just for a second. Okay. Go ahead, you first. Say you were gonna be a fucking Commitment Soldier hater. Try it. Just try it.
Okay.
Go ahead and say something bad. Think about it.
Okay,
go ahead. Bash Commitment Soldier.
Okay, I'm gonna try. Say I see you at the supermarket.
Try it though.
And I look at you and I, hey, what's up, fool?
Yeah, go.
You're the Commitment Soldier.
Yeah, me.
Fool, right?
That's me.
Okay, cool, man. What you think you're fucking positive? What? You're think you can help people?
Yeah.
Okay, and what are you trying to get out of it, man?
Just spread wisdom. Just spread goodness.
Okay, where are you getting all this fucking wisdom and goodness from?
Just my heart and God.
Okay, see, I would stop.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, think that's okay. You even did better than I thought. What would anybody bash me about?
No, you're right.
I've sat there. You know, I've had this conversation. Okay, and we play around with it. Hey, you're fucking too wise. You spread too goodness. You too much goodness. Right. Hey, fool, you're trying to lift too many motherfuckers up.
What are you, the savior of the world?
Hey, fool, what the fuck? Trying to be good?
Right, exactly. No, but you know what? You're right.
Fool got mild?
Yeah.
What the fuck? What's this? What's about all this truth shit? Honesty. Yeah. Like think about it. Like you'd have to be fucking retarded.
Only somebody miserable.
Someone that truly would hate themselves so much.
Yes.
And want to. Here's the deal. I'm not that important. I try to tell other people that. I'm not that important, and I know that. I'm not important enough for people to ball up that energy ball of hate and throw it towards me. First of all, it'd be lame. It'd be retarded. They'd have nothing to stand on. Okay? But beyond that, I'm not that important. Do you understand that if I ever got to that point of really making a fucking huge difference?
Right.
Really spreading that goodness, really creating that fucking unity out there. Until it really started making noise and a difference, and that's when I'd become important enough to where some entities out there might go, hey, we need to slow that motherfucker down.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. I think if your voice continues to grow, because let's look at leaders, just for an example. Let's look at people like a Malcolm X. Let's look at people like Martin Luther King. And now even look at a person that was making how would you say, waves, and he was gaining such a following, and his voice was becoming powerful through music, which is Bob Marley. Okay, just to name three. Those three were killed. Okay, I've had people here that have a lot of similar message like yourself. Positive. Let's help. Let's help lift up, if you would, the blinds off of our people's eyes. Let's show them what it really is. And I've asked them, are you ever concerned or worried about that? Your voice might get so big that you might become a concern to somebody.
Yeah, some entity out there that just has to put out your positive fire.
Okay. And the reason why I bring up Bob Marley is because, now, whether this is true or not, people can Google it. What happened was, there was a guy, I believe he worked for the government. And look him up. The man confessed to kill Bob Marley, and it'll come up. This guy worked for the government, and on his deathbed, he actually gave away a secret, and they published it, pretty much saying that he is the one that he is the cause for Bob Marley. They put something in his he liked cleats, so he befriended Bob Marley, the white man, gave him some shoes, but made sure to put something in him so when he put his shoes in, it'll poke him, and it had a disease in there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so that's how they took him out. So he died. He said the reason why he came clean about it before he died, he said because Bob Marley befriended him, and he goes, and I got to the point where he was a good man. He was a good, and he befriended me, and he was my friend.
Right.
He said, but I swore an oath to take care of my country, and my country thought that he was becoming too powerful, so we have to shut him down. So now, come back to Commitment Soldier. Do you ever worry that your voice can travel and get bigger than what it is? That somebody says,
I don't worry about nothing. I won't entertain it. No, not right now. I'm not there at all.
okay,
I'm far from that.
okay.
I'm a realist too.
No, I know.
So I'm far from that.
Okay. Well, they pretty much said the same thing, so I just wanted to tell you that. But you never know.
Oh no.
Overnight.
No. Listen, me licking my voice, who I am.
Yeah.
I've been approached with some amazing words from other individuals that say I should do this, and they believe in me to this extent, and I wish you were the one, and I wish you know, and I'm honored, and it's something that I have to take a look at, and but I gotta honestly take a look at that. You know, what could I handle, and and again, what do I want, and sure, do I have a really good understanding of life and how things work? You know, how I can position, if I was that leader, how I could position us all, how I could get people together, how I could delegate between people to put shit on the table and to work kinks out and to challenge everybody with stand-up factual points and how we can potentially work shit out if we really wanted to do things together. Yeah, fuck yeah, I could. And it's one of those things where I go, but you know how much work that would be? And how much would that take away from Commitment Soldier?
Yeah.
How much would that take away from my kids?
Yeah. Well, that's your first ministry is your family.
You see?
Yeah.
Already, you know, what all this takes, like even me right now, this is easy for 4 hours away from home.
Yeah.
You see? And this is just a simple podcast with Tony A.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can we imagine like my shit's and then let's hypothetically speak if it works. I believe in myself, by the way.
Yeah.
I think we could make progress out there. Matter of fact, I fucking know we could.
Yes, I believe that too.
All right?
Yeah.
I know we could. But then guess what? We're going to be going more places. And now if I had that mindset of, oh my God, though, that would blow me up. That would make me bigger. That would make me more somebody. I guess if that's what I was really trying to do all this for, then that would entertain me more. And I'd try to see how that looks and how to get into that. But it doesn't. It doesn't, big dog. You know,
I'm glad, Frank, you're bringing that up, and I'm going to tell you why. Because there's a lot of people out there that think if I just do more and more and more, I can blow it bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Here's the mistake that a lot of rappers do. And I know because I've been a lot of rappers that have really made it and made good money. If I would have named 10 of them, you know how many are still with their wives and how many of them actually raise their kids?
One.
Zero out of 10.
I thought that would be that one.
No.
That one.
The ones that I know, none of them. None of them. And they all regret because they're older now. Like one guy actually told me, I ran into my son and I go, really? Where? And he goes, when I was locked up. What? Yeah, I never raised him. I left his mother. And now I wish I could have raised them because doing the shows, doing music, rapping and touring, it was all fun, but I lost my family. Now I compare that to you when you say, you know, I believe I can go somewhere. I believe I can, I believe in myself, what you were saying. But the more and more, if you do get involved, you're taking a chance on spending less and less time with the family.
That's business. That's business. That's everything, though. That's business too. Like, okay, so if I had that, okay, I'm a painter. Everybody knows I'm a painter.
Right.
I do some really, really. I can paint. When I say paint anything, I can paint fucking anything. The biggest house, commercial building, you name it. I do really. God bless me with those hands, right? I could wrap myself so much if I was to wrap myself up into the painting industry. Like I would want to be successful in the painting industry more than I would. I'm that guy that I've always had that dream.
Yeah,
20 guys, endless projects, painting the fucking world.
Yeah,
right. And real quickly we go to be successful and to provide them for my family better, right? And a lot of times we go as far as that. We play the tape out that far, and it looks good to everybody. Let's play that fucking tape out a little bit longer, though. What really happens to your family? Sure, you provide for them, right? But how much time?
Yeah.
How much time do you take away from them?
Yeah.
How successful do you get, and how many of these jobs do you get, and how big do you create this crew? But that takes a lot of time. You're gonna have to run this, run that, and now you're putting fucking 14 hours of business into a day. You know, start calculate shit, but then do the age math. Do the age thing. I'm 44 fucking years old. I'm 44 now. I'm not saying I'm on a time clock I'm a 16-year time clock. That's what I put myself on. That doesn't mean at 60 I'm washed up. 60 I can't do shit. No, right. But come on, let's be real. I don't want to be 60 and a half doing podcasts. I don't want to be 60 and a half painting a building. I don't want to be 60 and a half. Maybe a Unity event. That'd be nice. I could still see myself doing a Unity event at 60 till the day I die. But I want to be very, very fucking selective of what I'm doing at 60.
Right.
And Big Dog, come on, you know as well as I do. That's 15 and a half years away. What's fucking 15 years?
Nothing, bro.
That's 15 more fucking years of me, you, Tony, getting to know each other better, building a fucking relationship, and seeing what we do out there.
Right.
That's what that is.
Right.
But at the end of the day, and because I'm saying this number and you're at your age, bro, I'm not putting you on that time thing. It's just my own personal one.
Yeah.
But Big Dog, I'm telling you, if we're not fucking done what we've done and did what we did and built what we've built, and now we're resting in a proper laurel at 60, then what the fuck?
Right. Okay. You're a painter. Say you do 14 hours every day, 6 days a week for years. You're really not raising your kids. You're providing.
Yeah.
Okay. On your deathbed, are we going to hear Frank Hernandez say, and he's got 1 hour to live, man, I wish I could have just had one more 14-hour day. Man, I wish I could have done a little bit more overtime.
I wish I could have spent more time with my kids.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
One thing we will never get back is time. And I'm going to tell you this, Frank. This is what I believe. I truly believe. This is just me. I truly believe that we're going to be held accountable for how you utilized your time.
Yeah.
So.
It's already a challenge.
Yeah, it is. So, yeah. Anyways, my brother, you know what? How far do you want to see this whole commitment soldier thing go, bro? Like, did you have a vision for this?
I picture because I like going up to the river, Laughlin, Arizona, the river. I guess if I want to see the river bank at this one campsite, which could probably hold 2,000 people. I wouldn't, if I want to see that whole river bed, I want to throw like a 1,000 people out there on the river celebrating commitment soldier, being together, camping, eating, sharing a little mini vacation outing together as a whole, one big commitment soldier army, and all of seeing what it is too. I want the true ultimate commitment soldiers out there to be doing something righteous for the people on their own.
Absolutely.
Even if it's just, even if all they were doing, let's just use the number 1,000. If every one of those 1,000 commitment soldiers out there if they're just being a good person, if they're doing something solid, they're working on themselves, they're applying proper mannerism to society and where they go and how they act and how they react and the whole kit and caboodle of life. Because do you know that's how we can make a difference too? It's not so much make a fucking difference on a scale of like you help this person, you did this. It's an action, you know, of giving and handing out and comforting and doing all that shit like that. Do you know how much of a fucking difference we make when we just be a good, cordial person, a respectful person, a good-mannered person?
Yes.
And we take that out of the house and we walk out there. We remind, you know what we do to society out there, right? We just remind people that they're still good people.
Yeah.
And that's so important.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know, because you're out there and you're fucking living your daily life, and every once in a while, right? Every once in a while, you run into that one person that said hi, said, hey, how you doing? Chopped it up for 2 seconds, and you walked away and went, dude, that was a good person. And it reminded you, there's still good people in this world.
Absolutely. You know, let me ask you this. When you retire, when Frank Hernandez retires, what do you want to be doing?
I want to be fucking out on the river on a decent to nice boat, enjoying the water and enjoying life and holding my grandkids, knowing you know, talking to my daughters, and then we're just having, you know, family get-togethers, and we have all those conversations, you know, of what Dad did and what Dad does and how that affected their life, and hopefully in a positive way. And I just want my family to be all just comfortable. You know, I just want my family to be comfortable and know that what we did, because like even my kids, or my little one particularly, she's super involved with these events and out there, and she's getting, you know, out there, and people know who she is, and she's known as the hustler. You know, she does this little, oh, you want to play a game with me? Okay, I'll bet you $5 I can make you flip your hands without touching you. And of course, she's little, it's cute. They go, all right. Okay, so put your hands out. She goes, no, the other way. Ah, got you. You know, boom.
Good one. Good one. That's good. That's good. I like that. All good, man. You know what? Now, as far as, you know what? Somebody had asked a question, so I wanted to ask that. It might be a little bit off topic, but I don't even know who this person is, but this person submitted it to me. Ask him if Dr. Fool, I don't know who that is.
Okay.
Dr. Fool is really upset, mad at little Mr. E. Do you know anything about that?
No, no, I don't know. And
do you know
I know who Dr. Fu is, and at the end of the day, it's again like, nope, I missed that one. I missed it. Okay. I missed that. Okay, so I don't know. I guess he would have thought you would have had a little bit more insight to whoever submitted this question. So I don't see why he'd be mad at him. Yeah, I don't. Do you guys know? Well, talking to the mic. You got a mic.
No, they're always making fun of him on Food's Gone Wild, and
who's making fun of him?
They go live and he always hangs up.
Who goes live, and be more specific?
Little Mr. E.
He goes live and then does what?
And as soon as he answers, he goes ha ha, and he hangs up.
He hangs up on who?
On Food's Gone Wild. Dr. Food does that. He hangs up on anytime he pops.
Okay, next time we're gonna have a Norbert talk, because you just confused me even more. Okay, so Fool's Gone Wild goes live, and I guess he talks to Dr. Fool or Mr. Fool, and then he ends up hanging up on him. Or
Dr. Fool comes on, goes ha ha, and then hangs up. Right?
Yeah. Okay, that just goes to show you guys how much I actually listen to Dr. Ha ha, or whatever his name is. So, anyways, you know, one thing I will say, you know what I am a fan of, and I don't know if little Mr. E's listening, when he does Snake.
Oh yeah,
yeah. That's him, correct?
That's a character.
Okay, but that's him, is it? Or you're not allowed to give that away?
No, I don't know if. No, I'm allowed. I say whatever the fuck I want, but I just don't know if.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
No, I don't.
Okay, little Mr. E, without the mask, is he Snake?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, all right. So we don't. That's still a mystery because I like Snake. You know, and if he's watching, it obviously reminds me of Snake Plissken from. Do you remember Escape from New York? You ever see that movie?
Wait, Skip from New York?
Escape
from. Oh, yeah, I've seen it, but
it's an 80s movie.
Look, but that's okay. But that's another one you had asked me earlier. Like, do you have anything from using that affects you? Right. My short-term memory.
Okay.
So I can't remember lyrics to a song like I used to.
Okay.
You know, like, oh, that's my jam. I heard fucking 100 times, and to the life of me, I can't fucking. You know what I mean? I can't.
Okay.
Sing it.
So if you guys go watch on, I guess it's on Fools Gone Wild on YouTube. There's a character named Snake, and
Snake's brilliant, by the way.
Yeah, I think he's hilarious.
It's fucking funny.
Yeah. So, but he reminds me of Snake Plissken from, if you guys seen Escape from New York or Escape from L.A. These are 80s movies. I think the second one came out in the 90s, but he has the same kind of hairdo. You know, and he talks just like, you know, years of abuse. Yeah. Decades of abuse. That's fucking hilarious, bro.
Right.
You know, what he said, there was one line when he goes, the butcher, the baker, the crystal meth maker. That shit was fucking hilarious, bro. Kick off your shoes and relax your patas.
It's fucking pretty hilarious and pretty brilliant. Like, all like, a lot of it.
Okay.
No,
so
seriously.
you're saying right now that's not Mr. E?
Yeah, no, I don't think that's him.
Okay. He says, I don't think that's him, but he said he knows him for a long time.
Yeah. Read between the lines.
No, all good. All good. I appreciate that. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and put up the numbers, the number, and we're gonna start taking phone calls. So if anybody wants to call in and get encouraged or discouraged, please go ahead and call in, and we'll try to give you guys the best advice that we can give you. Anybody got a question for Commitment Soldier? Let's do this. And I always like to say, if you got the balls, make the calls. So let's go ahead and put up the number there.
I say, like, it's not the size of the balls, but what you got in those balls.
Exactly. So, okay, let me see. Okay, let's keep it pushing. Let's see who's going to be our first caller. Here we go. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, what's up? This is Luna from the 805.
From the 805. What's good, my brother? You got a question for the Commitment Soldier?
Not much. Not necessarily a question, just more. I remember when he had first dropped, I think it might have been one of his first videos about the Scooby snack. And I think even when the first time he was on your show,
yes,
he was a little bit more down low about, you know, his recovery thing. You know, I remember that, you know, because it was one of the questions you ended up asking him about that, you know. Yes. So what I wanted to say was myself, you know, I'm a friend of Jimmy K. I had about 9 years under my belt, you know, after changing my life and just getting right, you know what I'm saying? And it definitely is a gift that is given to some. But what I wanted to say was when I first watched that video about the Scooby snack and I listened to the lingo, you know, I guess how game kind of recognizes game. I was like, oh, this dude's in recovery, man. Like, I recognize the lingo or whatnot, you know, but from a recovering addict as well, you know, like I said, I got about 9 years under my belt. Awesome. I just wanted to say, you know what, just it's dope to see you, you know, because a lot of people don't want to walk that line, you know, of being in the rooms or whatnot and then still being around certain situations. I know for myself, for a lot of years, I couldn't. Now I'm cool doing whatever I need to, but I just wanted to say simply, you know what, thank you, and I hope you continue pushing forward as well too, you know, and helping people, you know, from our background, you know that it is possible to make that change. It is possible, you know, to get that gift of gratitude, you know, and I've committed you as well too, Tony, a couple of times that I've called in because I know some of the stuff that you've gone through that, you know, went through the internet or whatnot, and you still stood your ground, you know. So just wanted to say salute to both of you guys, you know, and just give a big thank you, you know.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you for taking the time and calling, bro.
Yeah, that was it. Oh.
Real quick, yeah. I just want to say, like, I commend you. I give you your props. I give you respect for having those 9 years. You become, you know, you in recovery, having that background and staying in recovery for 9 years. Me at 5 years, 4 months, you're somebody that I look up to. That's how we do it. And then at the end of the day, you understand, because of the rooms and because of the structure and because of our principles, that's why we're of service and we trudge together.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, let's go. Let's get another caller in here. Whoever wants to call, ask Commitment Soldier a question. We'll definitely going to get into the merch that will be out on Friday. And we'll definitely get into that. But let's see. Here we go. We got another call. Caller, your name or where are you calling from?
Hey, Bill.
Hello?
Take that dick out your throat.
Why?
It's a guy that's horny, and he said he wants something about he likes sucking dick. I'm not sure. Okay, let's go. Caller, your name or where are you calling from?
Yeah, Tommy from South Central.
Tommy from South Central. What's good, my bro?
Yes, sir. I just wanted to call to say what up to Frank. Frank the Tank, man. He knows who I am.
Absolutely.
I just want to salute the soldier, man. He's on his, he's on his shit, man. He's steady dropping gems. And people like me, I appreciate that, because me being a little younger than him, he kicks that knowledge that a lot of fucking older cats from the older generation don't usually tap into the younger generation and enlighten us to to see another perspective in his life. It's like he has he has that key, just like as well as other ones, and I met people behind the scenes in music videos, at car shows, at pop-ups, and ain't nobody kicking it like Commitment Soldier, man. And
right.
I believe in his army, he knows that already to the fullest.
You're
so
part
I just want to
it.
commend him and, salute to you, Tony, for having him again.
Gracias,
but yeah, man, I just wanted to speak my piece, So much love to both these guys. Keep doing your thing. And Frank, you already know.
I appreciate
much
you, big
love,
dog.
my boy.
Yeah, Simon, look, at the end of the day, I love you, homie. And that's another thing I say. It's like motherfuckers can sit out there and pass hate and say, I fucking hate you, right? But then you flip the script. Why can't we quickly, if we been around and we know and we see, we can say, I love you real quick.
Absolutely. I agree. Thank you, my bro.
And yeah, at the end of the day, I feel like you get what you give, and that's why can't nobody like you guys are trying to make that scenario say something negative to me and woo, you can't when you spitting and you you're moving with love. That's what you're gonna get. Can't nobody knock that off. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, salute. At the end of the day, man, I'm gonna leave it at that, man. Much love. I just want to speak my piece, man. Y'all keep doing your thing.
Thank you, my bro. Thank you. That last caller sounded like Leprechaun. I think it was Leprechaun. He was like, I want me dick.
Oh, I thought it was a girl.
I don't know. Something like a horny ass dude.
Fat ass hyena. No. I thought it was like a torta on fucking steroids.
Probably. Okay. Here we go. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
What up, Frank? What up, Tony? It's the Snowman.
The Snowman.
How you doing tonight?
Not that kind of snowman.
Yeah, I missed the show. I went to the gym. It's day 2 in the gym, on my weight loss journey. So I just wanted to shout Frank out. He's somebody we need on social media, especially in his time growing up. I'm sure taking pictures wasn't cool, and how he transitioned to, being a figure on social media. I want to shout him out for that.
Hell yeah.
Appreciate you. And keep up that gym. Hey, keep up that gym workout. And
yes.
You just keep apply Commitment Soldier to your workouts, bro. Like simple as that. Apply the commitment to it and the discipline to it, and there you go. And you stay true to that. And DM me, my boy, and then I'll send you your address. I'll send you a couple stickers and put the fucking stickers on your mirror, and look at the Commitment Soldier stickers every morning or all the time, and then take your ass to the gym and stay true to that.
Stay committed. Thank you, Snowman. Appreciate you, homie.
Yeah, I'll pick up the weights and put down the pipa.
Simon, loco, melt that snow off your ass.
Exactly. All right, homie. Yeah, make sure to DM me, and I'll send you a sticker of Norbert and a G-string.
With the pocket in the back.
Yes. Here we go. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
What up, Tony? What up, everyone? Is COVID-19 coming from downtown LA?
All good. What's good, my bro?
Oh, here, man, just enjoying the show, enjoying the roast of the A.DA food. I gotta say, I believe the A.DA food call is it true that the A.DA food called Marvelous to ask for the horoscope? That's what I heard on the grapevine. And,
oh, wow. Okay.
The other one, and I think that also that I Fools think that that's Mr. Cartoon as a guest. You know, they're not updated. But
oh shit!
shout out to you guys, man, and everyone out here, man.
All good, my brother.
I just want to say thank you, thank you for everything. Thank you for giving us a platform for all of us to get together.
Yes, sir.
And all right, good night, Tony. Thank you,
Good night,
everyone.
bro.
I Fools, LA Fools. Peace out. Thanks.
So, let's keep it pushing. Let's see. Next time Leprechaun calls, I'm going to screenshot the number and give it to you guys. Okay, let's go. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Good afternoon. This is another shameless plug. Miguelito's Tattoos on Instagram.
Hell yeah. What's good, my bro?
I have one question for Frank Hernandez.
Yes.
All right, just before I ask the question, I know who was that last caller that prank called. It was actually Pac-Man.
You think so?
Yeah, it was her. If you check, yeah, it was her for sure. It sounded like her. I mean, all right. So, Frank Hernandez, nice to meet you, man.
Likewise.
All right, man. I just have one question for you. Just keep it straight ahead, simple, and straightforward. Okay, so my question for you is, Frank Hernandez, are you down to bust a Commitment Soldier freestyle right now on Roadium Radio?
Boom.
Oh, shit.
Freestyle rap, homie. Bust it.
I don't rap, homeboy. I don't. Like, okay, let's see.
Can you rap a song?
Commitment Soldier, there's no bolder, keeping it true. I used to always rock with the fucking solid blue. Now I'm here doing the damn thing. Can't rap, motherfucker, but see, I don't rap, dog. That was the best I could even.
Hey, that was dope.
No, that's the best I could fucking on the spot try to come up with something.
Miguelito, thank you, bro. You brought it out of him.
Hey, can I say something?
Yeah,
can I say something before you let me go?
Yeah.
All right, look, Commitment Soldier, I'm gonna have to give you props, bro, because there's people right now that come out on the radio and they don't even freestyle. Okay, so I give you my props.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Carnal. Appreciate you, homie. Okay.
Or nothing.
Okay, let's keep it pushing. Okay, who's got the balls to make the calls? Okay, so let's keep it pushing. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Chule, is this the good Mago and the Comitivo?
Sí.
I'll come from the West Side Khalifa, South Side Khalifa.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Hey, yes, yeah. I had a good fucking diss for these little fucking LA fools. They make the dipstick. When they check they fucking oil, they think it's a dick. That's it.
You got to turn on your TV, bro, because we could barely hear your joke.
Oh, shit. Dispensa la tira. But what was I going to say? Man, I'm fucking fool so here. That's getting this movie. But my question for you, Mr. Good Tony.
Yes.
Is, you say you were at that Teamsters home?
Yes.
Around?
Yes.
I tried to get in there and they was rejecting me, man. Like, I got no serious case, no felonies. But how'd you get in there, home?
Well, which one did you apply in? The Riverside one or the Compton one? And there's also one in Paramount.
The Riverside.
Yeah, you know what? That one, bro, when you get hired, you actually become full-time because it's like, I don't know if you know what a longshoreman is. Before you become a longshoreman, you got to be a casual between about 5 or 6 years.
A little bit,
Yeah, so what happened is when you get hired at Ralph's, you're considered a part-timer even though you work the same amount of hours as a full-timer. It isn't until they start hiring.
Understand?
Hello?
It's like being a postman. I was a postman for like Pomona for a little bit.
Okay. Right. So in Riverside, you get hired first. So if you can get in there, that's a good one. Because in Compton, it took me 5 years to become full-time. Okay. Now, I will say this. Now, I will say this, bro. If you can, maybe apply to the Compton one and then get transferred to Riverside because every year we do our bids, meaning you bid for your position. Yes. I would say go to Compton and apply there, bro. So And then
All right.
after you get hired there, you can get transferred.
Good commitment soldier. Hey, oh no, that's Stephen, Tony. Thank you. But good commitment soldier.
Yeah.
Tell them to make a little mono to you, like they did the little
There's
about this clown guy, you know, the little 3-pack.
Yeah,
that'll be Stephen, man.
Yeah, there's talks of that right now.
That'll work.
That'll be Stephen, Holmes. All right, both of you have a good one, home place.
Thank you, my
Pull
bro.
my string.
Let's go. Pull my string. Pull the string. Okay, let's see. All right, let's keep it pushing.
You want your shit pushed in, that's it.
Oh shit! That was even Arnold laugh. Okay, let's see. Okay, come on, let's get a call in.
Boom.
Boom. Okay. Here we go. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Casimiro.
What's good, my bro? Where are you calling from? Hello?
Antonio.
What's good, bro? You got a question?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. You know what? Come on, bro. You got to stop pulling on your foreskin when you call in. You got to just get to your question. So
I had a.
Let's go. Let me see. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
What's up, Tony? Motherfucking A in the motherfucking building. Roll up, Roadium Warriors. You know what's up?
Hell
Hey,
yeah.
fool.
Hell yeah, my bro. What's good?
Hey, tell me why IE foods are so fucking old, bro. They still gangbang with the Flintstones, bro. Hey, but check this out. IE food are fucking so lame, bro. They think so hard. They go to fucking court, come out fucking talking politics over parking tickets, bro. Hey, but check this out, bro. I want to say everybody in the chat line. Rita Castillo, what's up, girl? You know what's up? Camila Peluche, Rap Legend, Chucky 805, Norbeast, Tony, you know what's up? What's up to Frank?
It's cracking.
Peace out.
All good, good night. Thank you. So we got LA foods and IE foods calling in. So we're going to keep it going cool, but I want you guys to call in and ask the commitment soldier some questions so he can give you some motivation. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Jennifer, and I'm calling from LA.
What's up, Jennifer?
What's up? So I have a question for Commitment Soldier.
Yes.
I just want to know if you could go back and change anything about Commitment Soldier when you started it. If you would, what would it be?
If I could change anything about Commitment Soldier from the beginning?
Yeah, like when you started it, if you could change anything you did, would you change anything? And if you would, what would it be?
Honestly, because the way I feel about it and you helping me create it and knowing where it's been since the beginning, babe, I think God has just lined out the path for us, and you've walked with me and you've been there the whole time. So it's God's plan, you know, and the reason why I get choked up is because it's you, and I know you've walked with me.
No, it is.
But you walked with
I'm
me the
just
whole
serious
time.
because, like, I watched this whole episode, and I appreciate you, Tony, because, you know, like, I mean, I talk to Frank every day. I live with Frank, and we do this together. We go to events together, but, like, sometimes I can't ask him the things that other people can ask him because they see it from a different perspective. So I appreciate when he does podcasts because I get to see a different side of him. But like today, I just wondered, like, if you could do anything different, and if you would, like, what would have it been? You know, like, I just had that question pop up and have all these mentals calling in, but I just really wanted to know that for real before it like slipped my mind, and letting the callers and the viewers know too, like, you know, if it was something you would want to change.
Well, you know what?
I appreciate that.
If I can add a little bit to the question, let me ask it this way, and please hang on please hang on the phone so that way, because if you hang up, somebody else will call. So Frank, if right now you're 44 years old, if you can go back and talk to your younger self, what would you tell him?
If I could have just learned my lessons, if I could, because I went through so many lessons in life, so many bottoms, so many, when I thought, so many bottoms and so many lose it alls and so many drastic lessons in life. I wish I could have just learned what I needed to learn then without having to go down the rabbit hole again and again and again to finally figure what I figured out this last time.
Okay.
You wouldn't be you, though.
But I don't hide behind that, and you know that. I see, that's the thing. I don't hide behind that one. I don't try to utilize that one, like, completely. Like, if we're going to take ownership to what the whole history is, it's like, okay, sure, we can easily go, okay, if I didn't go through everything I had gone through, then I couldn't be who I am today. I think the biggest one with me and you is, like, if I would have got my life together the first time, then maybe me and you wouldn't be here, which means the kids wouldn't be here, right?
Yeah.
But
no, it tripped me out. Like, I remember we were staying in Scottsdale in Carson, California, and we were across the street at that store, and me and you were fucking freaked out of our minds. And this lady comes up to us, like she was like preaching or like Jehovah's. I don't remember exactly what she was doing, but she came up to us and she was like, "You guys are gonna speak to people. You're gonna pass the word along." And we looked at each other and we're like, "Not us, dude. Like we're bad. We're not doing good right now." But to just always think about her and how she knew something about you mainly, but about us that we didn't know, like that just always resonates with me, and the way we change our lives and like what we do for people and how we inspire them.
Wow.
I always think about that lady, and I wish I can talk to her or see her again.
I didn't know that you guys stayed right at the Dale. We call it the Dale, Scottsdale.
No. Listen, you want to do a podcast about, okay, just a podcast of me and her the last 13 years?
Yeah.
That's a podcast in itself.
Okay.
I got you. Like, you want a good one?
That'd be like days on end. There'd be days on end of like our stories and like the shit we went through. Like, I mean, it was some crazy shit.
Look at people need to hear that story as a couple, but I think it would resonate with you in this neighborhood because it was so close.
Yeah.
And how everything about it.
Yeah.
But then also it could be, I'll put it like this. It's a book.
Okay.
It's a book from how we met to what we did together to how we got out of that and to where we're at now. Just that right there. We stopped from the minute we met to, and we just made the book from the minute we met to right now. It's a fucking book, Tony.
Well, we'll definitely set it up. Are you okay with that, caller?
Oh yeah. I mean, I definitely I get a little more caught up in my words, but than Frank does. But I mean, I'm down to do it. I mean, I want to share my story. I do want to give hope to people, because
that's what it's all about.
You know, there's always people spreading the negative message, but I definitely want to spread some positivity and show them some light. You know, where we were, sleeping in a car in Scottsdale with fucking people coming up to us, asking us like what we were doing there, to where we are today, just being able to provide for our family and live in a different lifestyle, that, for sure. And just being able to wake up in the morning, thank God that we're still alive, and thank God that we're still together, because there are so many things that we went through.
Hell yeah, that's a beautiful story right there, bro. Okay, we'll definitely hook it up. I'm gonna talk to Frank
I'm gonna
after.
jump off, so let the. All right, for sure. Thank you. Have a good night.
Babe. Thank you. Okay.
Love you too.
That was awesome. That was awesome, Frank. So we definitely got to make that happen. So let's see. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Hey, Tone, take that dick out your throat.
Okay, do you know what?
Why though? Why?
Why take it out of my throat?
Why? I'm just gonna pretend you were saying that to me, but just why though? Why would I want to take the dick out of my throat?
Okay, let me give you guys the number. 612, that's the area code, 842-4965. Bang on his ass. Okay, 612-842-4965. Okay, so he's probably calling from an app because it says Minnesota. So it sounds like a horny ass leprechaun. Probably jerking off with fucking eating Takis and drinking Red Bulls.
Bisexual rhinoceros.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Oh shit, my fucking phone froze. Okay. So anybody wants to crank on, I'm gonna give out your number so they can bang on your ass, okay? So, hey Tony, take the dick out of you fucking fat ass leprechaun. Okay, call her your name. Where are you calling from?
Tony, what's up, homie? It's Fort Myers, Florida in the house right here.
Oh, good. Calling him all the way from Florida to talk to commitment soldier.
Hey.
Yes, sir. Much respect, Frank. Hey, I have a question for you. My question is, like, you know, everything that you've been through in your past, you know, with your life and changing your life and all that, like, have you ever thought about, like, writing a book? You know what I'm saying? That way you could let people know, you know, about your lifestyle from when you were young, growing up. You know what I mean? With everything you've been through, and letting the fans know, letting people know everything about your lifestyle from, you know, being a youngster, growing up, and everything you went through, so people would understand you more. Like, have you ever, like, you know, thought about that? Because that'd be like a good, you know what I mean, an idea to.
Yeah, I've thought about it. I've thought about it. I think I've more thought about, like I just mentioned, the 13-year book of just the last 13 years, how I met my wife. But I've definitely thought about writing a book. I think the last 13 years is definitely a book in itself. I think it would be, you know, shortchanging people if I didn't add the, you know, from when I was a child to how I developed who I was, to even if I did a fast forward, like if I did a complete like backlog to speeding through a few things, then getting to the last 13 years and then shooting that off, definitely.
Yeah, that'd be really cool, because you know what I mean? Because, like, a lot of people, you know, that come on the show and everything, you know, on 28 Wizard, shout out to 28, you know, like, I always wondered that, you know, with a lot of people, and there's, like, certain people that, you know, that a lot of us want to learn and know more about, you know, so that's why I was asking that question. Because, you know, everything that you talk about, you know, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, so that way people will know more about you, about your lifestyle, what you went through and everything. I'd be really interested, you know?
Yeah.
Be solid.
All good, my bro. Thank you for taking the time and calling in, brother.
You're welcome.
All right, bro. Okay, we got a couple of more minutes and then it's a wrap, so let's get it in. Okay, so no more gay leprechauns. So if you're gonna call in with a question, go ahead and do that. Okay. Let me see what else. Okay. Call your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, this is Bear Boy from Wilmington. Wilmington?
Yes.
Bear Boy. How you guys doing? Brown Boy?
We're doing good.
I love your I love your sex. You look very sexy today, Tony. I love that the tight t-shirt you have on. Your arms look big today.
Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, he's a big old arm. I want to ask Mr. Hernandez a question. I used to live in Phoenix, Arizona, and it gets very hot there during the summer. Were you guys struggling during the summer?
Were we struggling during the summer?
Yeah, were you guys there in the summer? You know, were you guys talking about that story about you know not having having a rough time?
Yeah. We've been through a lot during all the seasons, but during the summer we were going through it.
Yeah, really extreme heat, hot. It gets very hot in Phoenix.
I've been like struggling in like 117 heat.
Oh yeah, I've been there one time, 117. I was trying to barbecue and have my beer outside. I couldn't be. It was horrible. Yeah, I know that kind of heat.
You had to get a grocery bag and fill it with ice, and then put your tall can in the ice and tie the bag and carry it like that.
Yeah, you got that beer in 5 minutes. You got a hot beer. I don't like drinking hot beer. But yeah, Phoenix is real hot. Tony A, I love your shirt. I just want to say that right now.
You know what? I've been here for about 40 minutes, and you're right. Like you got me really looking at that shirt now. It is sexy.
Yeah, I also
I like the way it fits around the arms.
Shout out for Ahmed.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, I just want to say a shout out for Ahmed. If he called in today, I just want to say hello to him.
Okay, Ahmed, definitely. And what was your name again, so I could tell him when you called? When you called?
This is Bear Boy. Yeah. Tell him I want to meet Ahmed one day. I like Asian boys, brown boys.
Oh, good. I'll let him know. And I also told Norbies that you got a thing for him as well.
Oh yeah, Norbies. Yeah, you tell him you got to lose about 20 pounds.
Okay. Somebody said that if you lose 10 pounds, you grow an inch on your cock. So 20 pounds, 2 more inches. So.
Yeah, he probably looks very tiny because he's a big boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, nice talking to you, Tony. I gotta go. All right.
All right. Have a blessed night now.
All right. Good night, boys. Brown boys.
Oh man. Okay, caller. Here we go. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
That crazy motherfucker gay boy. I'm sorry I'm on the line. This is Shazzy from Houston, Texas. Did y'all hear me?
Yes, we heard you.
I'm so sorry. That wasn't even me. Okay.
Go ahead.
But I have I have a question for the guest.
Frank.
Okay, so sir, what would be your advice for someone who is trying to be a support system to a person who's dealing with addiction? And maybe they've been relapsing one, maybe too many times. At what point do you decide to distance yourself and let them deal with their stuff on their own? Because I have somebody like that
It's a loaded
in
question.
my life where
It's
a loaded question.
It's a loaded question. I try to give you the best I can. Pretty much, if the relapses are again just being too many, that means then you need to create a boundary, a healthy boundary for, let's just say, you, and if there's a family, you and your family, and you have to stay adamant and structured with your boundaries, the healthy boundaries that you create, and you have to keep the enabling out of it completely, and you have to stay true to the boundaries that you set for the understanding and the decision making that the addict is making. And it's just for the better. It's cut and dry. You got to understand it's for the better good of you and your family and your side. And I know it's not easy because that's spouse, love, somebody you love, you care about, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, if that individual that is suffering from addiction doesn't get right, he's never going to be right for you and the family. And
understood.
And enabling anybody is just giving them just that much rope to continue to do what they're doing, opposed to putting them in a position where they have to make a choice. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And it's
it does make sense.
And then you
I honestly needed to hear that because I have someone like that in my life. We were friends for a long time. We dated and the relationship ended because of his addiction. And I've had to kind of figure out where my boundary is because I'm naturally a person who has a very big heart. I want to almost kind of save the world. I want to be there to support everyone. But this seems like something where I kind of have to distance myself.
It's kind of like when you love somebody, like let's take love, for example, right? You truly love an individual, but you love them so much that you can separate them for the better good of the two of you by separating because you love that other person.
Right.
Because it's more healthy and because you love that individual. So because I love you, this may sound odd, but I have to separate from you.
Absolutely. Yes.
You know,
it's hard.
But it's the same thing. It's like, hey, I love me. I love what's involved with this. And because I love you so much, I have to stay true to these boundaries. I got to look after self, and I got to stop being okay or letting you slide on what you're doing, because it does no good for you. It does no good for me. It does no good for the whole situation.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay, Shazzy.
Thank you so much. I definitely needed to hear that.
Thank you, Shazzy. Yeah.
If there is time for one more question, Tony,
go for it.
It's
Go for
fine
it.
if we don't have no more time.
No, it's okay. Go for it.
Okay. The other question I have, what do you think can serve as motivation for someone who's trying to stay on the straight and narrow, especially after having such a dark past? So that could be anything from addiction to someone who maybe has been in jail and has a record, and maybe nobody wants to hire them, nobody wants to lease an apartment to them. How do they manage to stay motivated? Because those are the types of things that will cause somebody to go back and trap, end up back in jail, or for someone to pick up that needle and go back to doing what they're doing.
Start developing and mapping out a small goal of plans on how you get your life back together. Start putting your energy and your thoughts into the solution of what your situation is. So, like, say for instance, it's your record, right? So then, okay, first and foremost, it's not getting in trouble. It's not repeating the actions that get me in trouble. Staying away from the people, places, and things that tend trouble to happen. So start mapping out the do's and the don'ts. And then start looking into, okay, I'm on parole, I'm on probation. It's baby steps. Okay, look at what's right in front of you. So if it's A, it was the do's and don'ts of where I go and people, places, and things to stay away from. Then B, is am I on probation, parole? Okay, how long? Let's complete that. After that, it's okay, what is my record? Can I look into getting expungement, or is there help with sealing some of my record? I mean, stay in the solution, stay active with repairing your life, make it manageable, set little goals, factual goals, things that make sense, right? And then employment, okay, being honest, keep applying, and understand there's an acceptance part to that. I may not get hired for X amount of months, but I keep trying. I accept it because I know it's a whole lot of acceptance of where you're at. True acceptance and building, and then what comes along with that is your support system. Do I have a support system? The motivation has to be within to know what you're up against about repairing your life, and keep continuing to do the right thing. Doing the contrary action of bad, contrary action of something negative, and know that if all you're doing, like if somebody that's been riddled or years and years of doing bad things, like you just not doing nothing bad that day, not doing nothing wrong, or not picking up and using, as long as you don't do any of those negative things, you won. You're a winner. Start mapping out the black and white and the factual things. It's probably really simple. And then stay true to doing the right thing. And understand that just lay it all out in front of you. Take a good look at what you have and what you're up against, and keep going after it.
All good. Shazzy, you there?
Understood. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you. Okay. We're going to take one more caller. So whoever wants to call, and then it's a wrap. Okay. So let's see. Last caller. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, Tony. Caesar from Paris.
Caesar from Paris. What's good, my bro?
How you doing? Good afternoon, Mr. Frank, Mr. Hernandez.
How are you?
Fine. First of all, I want to get this out of my system. First of all, Yuma, Arizona could suck a fat one with their 114 degree weather over there. That's a total no go.
Okay.
Second of all, I want to talk specifically about addiction. Now, Tony A, as you might not be aware, I've battled with addiction. You know, once an addict, always an addict. And I think a lot of it has to do with us personally in the mind. You know, I'm not proud to say, but my first line of coke was at 12 years old, Mr. Fournier. And so I've been, you know, battling with it, you know, throughout the years. Sometimes it's good and you get rid of it, and sometimes it's not. But the mentality about it is, as far as I'm concerned, boy, I'll tell you, I even have trouble watching Scarface or watching movies that have drug use in them, because then it starts the heebie-jeebies, or it could be my own, you know, it could be my own weakness. But I wouldn't call it weakness, because I've done things in my life that would prove that I am not weak at the least. But you can't never say never, because all it takes is a little snore, a little poke of the needle, or watching your homies hit it, and your stomach goes to shit, and you start thinking about, well, fuck, you know, is it worth it or not?
Can I ask you a question?
Rehabilitation. Yes, sir.
How long have you been clean?
How long have I been clean? I've been clean. My daughter is a year and a half, and it was news that my wife was pregnant, so I had to slam on the brakes right away. You know, right off the top. I'm an addict, but I ain't a piece of shit.
Are you running a program?
You look at that. No, and that's the thing. I didn't run a program. I did it on myself.
No. That's what I'm getting to. Okay, now what I'm going to tell you is just my opinion, okay? It's just an opinion that I have, okay, about your situation. So real quick, if you say what you said initially, how young you were when you started watching movies, what it get you like, the battle that you have, and then when I ask you how long have you been clean, about a year and a half, but then the golden question is, are you running a program? You said no, I did it on my own. I did it cold turkey. Let me tell you something, and I'm going to hit you with something really, 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 really honest, okay? I don't expect you. I'm not saying you're not going to be able to do it. I'm not saying you're going to lose, you're going to fail, you're going to go back, none of that. I don't expect you to have the tools necessary to cope, deal with your addiction, to the way you were living. I don't expect you to know how to handle when life shows up and you get those itches, or you get multiple layers of life showing up, what you're going to do to stay just white knuckling and cold turkey and stay in the game of staying clean. It's like what I'm trying to say is, like, if you went to you're a construction worker, and you went to the construction site and you had no tools, how are you going to work? And that's what you need to do in recovery or getting clean. You have to have some type of tools. You got to have some type of tools and coping mechanisms when life shows up and your addiction creeps up at you. You got to know how to battle that. And when you get into those battles, like you call it, because there's two things. Like, look, you ready? In my world that I've learned how to take a step to the left and not even be in the battle. But that took a lot of time. Second of all, but before I got to that position, I had my toolbox close to me. You know, what did I pull out? This happened, that happened. Okay, I had tools to fight that. I had tools to battle that. I had, weapons, if you want to call it, right?
Yeah.
But if you don't have any tools, you don't have any weapons, you don't have any knowledge of how, other than I just don't do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to stay clean. Challenges are going to be rougher. Do you get what I'm saying?
And I get it, and I'm living through it. Like also you said, I'm on my way. I got until August, God willing. I'm off of I quit my number, my probation, parole. I'm all done. And what you say about the tools, you're absolutely 100% correct, sir. Absolutely. Let all the callers know out there, because I'll tell you one thing. I do need a toolbox. Tony, I do need a herramienta. You know, I do have a good support system, which is my wife and my daughter. But this whole thing of rehabilitation, it weighs down on your back. And how you're saying the tools, that right there was the most worthy explanation you could have gave me, Frank.
Absolutely.
You are 100%. And I know what I need. And I just heard you just cement it in cement, my friend.
I just want you to make it.
And I'll call you my friend because...
No. I just want you to make it. I want you to make it because you tell me already you have a 1-year-old baby. You have an old lady.
Yes.
You know, it's not, and I want you to make it not just because of them. I need you to understand that you need to get stronger and obtain what you need to obtain to give yourself a better shot at making it for you so you could be a better you for them.
And I hear you, and that's the path I'm trying to find because, you know, in my age, and I just had a 1-year baby. I'm in my 40s. So a newborn baby means, Tony, you got grandkids. We got to stay in shape to run around with them. I got to wait about 20 more years so my baby can see her father. And I know that, I'm conscious of that, and seeing interviews like this makes me really want to get my shit together, because that's what you got to call it.
Yeah.
Getting someone's shit together and not putting too much weight on your support system, but on yourself.
Right,
I just sit here and say, you know what? Rehabilitation's hard for me, hermano. You know, all they want to do is lock us up, not give us good credit, not let me get a good job. You know what I mean? All these things that make yourself sound like a victim. When all it takes is just...
Do you have Instagram?
Go ahead, sir.
Do you have Instagram?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
yes, I do.
So listen, just get my page, Commitment Soldier, follow or not, but DM me, reach out to me, talk to me. I'll suggest some things to you. I'll walk with you. We'll keep each other accountable, and we'll get you to that next little. We'll get you to that next little level of security that you need.
And that's what's going to happen.
Say no more. Say less, big dog. I got you.
All right. We'll keep it like that. Tony, you know what, Tony? Usually I call with jokes about my waka waka, but today we're going to keep it civil. We're going to keep it as serious as this tema is, because it is fucking up a lot of our gente out there.
Absolutely.
It is. There's too many people dying on this fentanyl shit. There's too many youngsters, becoming parents. There's too many parents losing their youngsters. And I'm going to save you on a joke today. We'll keep it pushing for the next time. Tony, I love you. Mr. Frank Hernandez, I'm going to DM you. Thank you very much. And I suggest for everybody else listening that either has a problem or knows somebody with the problem, DM this man, because I'm going to tell you something. Little 2-3 minutes that I've been on the phone with this man, he gave me more information and more love than anybody else would other than my family. And I'm going to leave it at that, Tony. Norby, keep up the good work. Roadium Radio, Caesar from Paris, and I'm out.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Stay blessed, homie. And you know what? Blessings on your journey. Okay? Let me go ahead and unplug this so that way we can take these headphones off. You can take them off now, bro. I'm just going to go ahead and just disconnect this. Okay, let me see. And we are good. You know, I want to give a shout out to Puppet Master. He was on the live chat. Puppet Master, much love, much respect. Muchas gracias. Puppet Master shared my page because this is my 7th page. And he said, everybody follow Tony A. So
no. Me shout out Puppet Master. That's part of like what we, it's one of the core group of all of us.
I just beat you to it, brother. Go
ahead. Did. No. Shout out to Puppet Master. You know, La Smiley and the little puppets and Triste and man, he's just like, at the end of the day, through meeting him throughout all these years and all the events, you know.
Yeah.
It's just each other supporting, like, hey, suit up, show up, come to my event. Hey, shoot me, I'm going to your event. Just showing up.
Yeah, right.
You know, sometimes just suiting up and that old school shit.
Absolutely.
Suiting up and showing up just for your people when you say you are. That's it. It means a lot.
Frank, let's get into your merch. It drops Friday. What can people expect? Go ahead and fill us in.
Hit the gym, not the peepa.
Hit the gym, not the pipa.
It's going to be a hoodie. It's going to be a tank top. It's going to be a shirt. with it's the Gold's Gym logo, but instead of the bodybuilder's version of me with instead of a barbell, it's a pookie fucking being break people, right? Getting broken.
Right.
It's just a good solid righteous big platform that's been built. Commitment soldier, the message I send.
Okay.
It's a perfect collab of.
Now, where can they get it? Just DM you?
No. It drops Friday on Fools Gone Wild page. Hit the bio.
Shit.
It drops Friday. It'll run for 72 hours, so it'll be up. It'll be available. All the pieces of merch will be available from Friday to Monday morning, 72 hours.
Just so you can only get it within that window.
You can only get in on the window.
Okay, so is it, what did it say? Drop the pipa, or what was it?
Hit the gym, not the pipa.
Hit the gym, not the pipa. In other words, drop the pookie, grab your hoodie, go to the gym.
Absolutely.
Okay. So yeah. What did it say? Pot Willies, not pills. Anyway. All right. Frank, anytime you want to give any shout outs?
I want to give a shout out to just like at the end of the day, it's like one of these where way back in my day out here rebuilding my life, I just want to give a couple of shout outs to Moon Pie and Michael P. They're individuals in my life back in the day that I had my first rebuild jobs with. It was out here in Torrance, and they're from this area, and they hit me up. They're a big part of my life of rebuilding. If it wasn't for Michael P. working at a company and giving me the shot to be employed again, I would have never started to get my life back together. So that was huge, and he's a great man, and he's does a lot of good things out here with Victory Outreach, and he has his life together. And then Moon Pie is one of his good friends that has always just treated me well, and I just want to give him a shout out. The rest of you guys, look, you listen. I'm not gonna go into the list of names,
right,
because you say 12 and you missed 8, then you get the 8 that say, but you guys know who you are. Shout out to all my boys, all my people. You know I love you, respect you. Simple as that. You know who you are. If you know who you are, you're getting goosebumps right now, and you know who I'm talking about. Simple as that.
Yeah. Frank, are you going to be at To Live and Die in LA event?
Absolutely.
That is February 25th, if I'm correct, Saturday. I'm going to have Frankie Orozco here on, I know the week of the event leading up to it. I'm not sure exactly what day. I think it's a Monday. It's going to be kind of an off day, you guys. When I'm going to have Frankie Orozco, he's the producer of the show. He's the guy putting it all together. We're going to go over who's going to be there, who's going to be performing. He may bring, I know he was going to bring Esteban, because I know he's doing it with Esteban Oreo, but Esteban's going to be out of town. So he might bring either Joey Quinones or somebody with him. But we will be pushing it so people can get their tickets.
Joey Quinones is going to be there?
Yeah, he's going to be here, but he might bring them, with him, because that's who we're going to promote it with.
Okay.
So I know Joey's been here. If you guys didn't know that, go check out his interview. Joey's been here. Other than that, let me give a shout out. Hold on. I'll let you guys give the super chats. But I do want to say this. People thought that B-Real was going to be here this Wednesday. No, it's next Wednesday. It's on the 15th. It's the day after Valentine's Day. In other words, the 15th will be Sancha Day. Okay? The 15th, it's Sancha Day. So he'll be here Sancha Day, and that's Smoking with the Wizard. By the way, Frank wasn't smoking. It was a vape. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so B-Roll will be the first one that smokes. So Sancha Day, the 15th, B-Roll will be here. I don't think we're going to have a show on Sunday because it's Super Bowl. But on Saturday, me and my son, we haven't decided what day we're going to go live, but we're going to give you a preview of Ghetto Sports. We're going to go ahead and give you our Super Bowl picks. So make sure you guys subscribe and make sure you guys hit the notification bell button, because we're not going to promote it. We're just going to go live, okay? It might be at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. It might be at 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday, the day before the Super Bowl. So we'll tell you if it's rigged or not, or who to put your money on, or who we're going for. I'll give you my pick. We'll give you his pick. And we may have another guest on Ghetto Sports, but this is just a preview. Ghetto Sports after Saturday will be eventually on just members only. So you're going to have to subscribe to members only for you to get your Ghetto Sports. Other than that, I haven't talked to Norbert if we're going to go live tomorrow or on Friday to get your ghetto news from an unprofessional perspective. So other than that, let me give a shout out to Norby's News. Let me give a shout out to Alex Cervantes. Let me give a shout out to my son, B-SKANLESS, and the Hip Hop Jedi, all the moderators. And now they got some super chats they want to they want to blow you guys up with. So go for it.
2 other ones, like February 19th, we got a full show in Santa Ana.
Okay.
Who Says Rab and Official Lag. I'll be up on stage in Santa Ana. I'll put a post up on the on my page. It's February 19th. It starts at 6 p.m. You can DM me for tickets. Tickets are $20 to get in. That'll be a good show. And then my boy A.O. Drinks and What Up Partner. They're throwing a pre-Super Bowl party February 11th at the La Puente. Oh, the girls. Oh, look up What Up Partner and A.O. Drinks, and they got the flyer there. What Up Partner? It's a pre-Super Bowl party February 11th. In Puente, it's I can't remember the women's club or something like that. But at the end of the day, just all of us together, just throwing events out there and supporting everybody.
All good. Make sure you hit the notification bell button for Saturday, okay, and for Thursday or Friday. Go ahead, Norbert. Take us away.
All right, Rita Castillo dropped $2. She says, "Love your content, Tony."
Thank you.
Chargers 420. That's right. Drop 199. Free pick. Eagles winning the SB. Let's all win.
All good. Super Bowl. That's it.
And that's it.
Okay, cool. Other than that, like I said, I got to talk to them, and when we're going to go live tomorrow night or Friday night and give you guys, once again, the ghetto news. We'll give it to you from the gut. We'll give it to you from the hood. We'll give it to you from the streets, not like the white man gives it to you on Channel 7. But we'll just give it to you. Give it to me. Give it to me.
Give it to you.
Give it to me. Give it to you. Give me that stuff.
Me.
That sweet, funky news. Your bird. Hey, you know what? What we should call it? CNN. CNN. What do we say? Chicano CNN Chicano News Norbert. How the fuck did I? Yeah, somebody posted that. Yeah. Chicano Norbert News. I don't know. Probably cute Norbert. Nonsense. Anyways, all right, everybody, we're out of here. Thank you, Frank. Much love, much respect. Hernandez. When we get a chance, we'll definitely set up a date for you to sit down with your girl and share with you guys a story. All right. Thank you, guys. Stay blessed. We'll see you guys Thursday or Friday. Hit the notification bell button. We're out of here.
You win.